All right, y'all, good morning. We are back out here again today. We're gonna, well, like I said, last video you watched, we didn't do too hot. We caught some fish. I mean, it's kind of almost tough to come out here and not catch any fish, but I'm gonna do something kind of what we did on the first day where we caught them flatheads and stuff like this, except for I'm starting right here. I caught my bait over here, the boat ramp's right there, and there's a creek mouth right here that has a channel that comes out. And it's kind of a point where the current kind of pushes off. So more so going to stick with where I could, find these fish out of the current. But I'm going to try to fish in front of these creek mouths, some of them. When I go further down, it'll just be random spots where I've caught flatheads and stuff before. So, because like I said the other day, in 2 trips I've caught 3 flatheads. So I'm just curious. Now the thing about them flatheads is they weren't pulled up in nothing. They were just kind of like, there was no structure. So that's not the case. So, but anyway, what this is, we got kind of like we got the channel that goes back into this creek right behind us. And we've got kind of like a little high spot because we got this point here. And so everything kind of dumps off. So we're gonna give this a shot. I don't know why the trolling motor's acting like that. Been doing so good. Yeah, I don't know why it's doing that, but anyway, I got plenty of bait again. But I did catch me a sucker. Yeah, I sure did. I'm gonna toss some of him out for sure. This is just to see. God dog. I don't know about throwing the head out there, but I am gonna toss some chunks of him out there. Probably toss him on the double hook rig. Like I was saying, man, when we were in Florida, this was the ultimate bait. So I'm gonna toss a couple chunks of him out there, and the rest of it's gonna have shad. We'll just see. Yeah, I don't understand. We don't have high current here, no more higher than what we've been dealing with. Get some of these baits cut up. I'm gonna go slightly bigger baits today, just because I want to try to avoid some of them smaller fish. Not saying they won't hit it, I know they will. Yeah, we were gonna give it a shot here, see what happens. I mean, trying to scan stuff right now because there's just so much trash. Wow, that's a big log. Let me tend to this. Yeah, if you can see it in the camera, that's a big old log there. Okay, getting back to what I was saying. Also, the other thing that I noticed too when we were catching them fish, they were coming out of that like 15 to 30 foot range. So I don't know why that thing's doing that. I wonder if that bridge still, because I got the bridge right here, I wonder if it still messes with it somehow. It's not terrible, but that's where they were kind of coming out of, that 15 to 30 foot range. So we're going to try to stick to more of that depth range and just see if that makes a difference, the boat's currently parked in 33 feet, which I'll be a little bit shallower, stuff like that, maybe get one out there in the deep, but I don't know, we'll see. We tried to go deep last trip. I mean, we caught some fish, you know, but nothing spectacular. So I'm gonna bounce around and we're gonna fish some of this other stuff that I've come across and just see if it's gonna work. You know, this high current stuff and, you know, whatever. See if it'll work. All right, well, we sat here long enough. Let's go move to the other spot. I got a feeling that if I just run through my milk run, granted it's gonna be in current, but I kind of want it that way because I want to be able to bump. Well, I technically walk baits back. And I walked this one a ways back. All right, perfect. So it's, again, this is a underwater point we're sitting on. Goes into a creek mouth. Tell you what, that old trolling motor, I don't know what the heck the deal is with that. Yeah, I don't know why it's doing that. Super annoying, I know that. There's a bite. Do you still have it, buddy? Yep, we still got it. All right, yeah. Get the skunk out of the boat as long as we can get him in it. Come here, buddy. I appreciate that little bitty thing, but it gets the skunk out of the boat. Yep, gets the skunk out of the boat. Well, thank you, little buddy. Wow, this dang trolling motor is getting super annoying. All right, I figured out the trolling motor, y'all. For some reason, my boat scale option was set on 0. I don't know why it does that randomly, but it did. Well, this spot only produced one small fish. We just had a massive line of trash come down. It looks pretty clean up above it. Because we did have a barge come through this morning. He may have broke a lot of this up. It's just now making its way down here. I'm gonna look at the map. We gotta figure something out because this stuff, it went straight across the river there. I mean, I'm still gonna try down there. I mean, it wouldn't make sense not to since we're sitting here, but then I guess I'll keep on going. But that was it, other than a couple little bites. Huh. As you could probably see it coming beside the boat there. We got a little bit left. It's still got to push past us, so. Well, it'd be nice if we could hang into a big one. Really, it would really help. If I could just get one good one today, be well worth it considering we've got a shortened timeline where we can fish. Just due to the wind, it's amazing. You know, this wind, man, it plays a huge factor. And I know it does on lakes and stuff like that, but it just plays a huge factor in what you can fish. You know, I'd much rather, honestly, I'd prefer a north wind on this river, pretty high north wind, as opposed to a west wind. And I know that seems kind of, a lot of people, you know, they hate a north wind, but see, a north wind, I could actually fish a lot of this river still, where a high west wind, it is terrible. If I'm still out here when it really picks up, I have to make sure I get that on camera so y'all can see. Probably let the rest of this trash move on through before I cast this one out. Yes, had to be what, oop, there's a fish. There's a fish. Yep, he's still on there. Not a monster. Ooh, I'm gonna. God dog, that's a big log right there. There you go, kick it off to the side there, trolling motor. That's a pretty good sized log. He's staying down. I know he's not a big one though, but yeah, this little bitty thing. Come on, man. What are we doing? Leave one nursery to find another? Little bitty thing. Well, I mean, I appreciate you biting, don't get me wrong. I mean, I guess I could be out here not catching anything. Yeah, as far back as that one's gonna go. You got it, buddy. Pull it down, pull it down, pull it down. Yeah, he's got it. So far, he's got it. Keep his trash out of my lines, we should be all right. He is going to be bigger than the last one. That's not saying much, but he is going to be bigger than the last one. Oh, come on, buddy. Trying to keep him out of this other line here. Come on in here, buddy. Oh yeah, I got a stick or something on this one. Ah, wait. Come on, man. It's a good spot. He ain't much bigger than the last one, but he's definitely bigger than the last one for sure. Come here, buddy. Will you be willing to tell me where them bigger ones are? Because I would sure like to know, man. Because this is, y'all are fun to catch, but man. Yeah. Yeah, not a bad looking fish. Probably about 10, 11 pounds. Definitely not what we're after, but I guess it'll have to do for today for sure. Appreciate it, buddy. Thank you. Yep. All right, let me get another piece out there. Yeah, he is way out there. About like what we just caught. Come on, buddy. Like I said, he is a long ways out there. By the time he just come off. No way. It wasn't a big one anyway, but not the point. Yeah, he wasn't a big one anyway. I mean, I could see where he had knocked the bait back over top the tip of the hook, so that'll pretty much do it every single time. Well, good. Let me get this one back out there. It almost looks like I can cast the other one out. All right, we are gonna move. We're gonna go down to that next spot, kind of sit in front of there, walk a bait back, see what happens. I sitting here looking at the weather for later on today. Today's supposed to be a pretty strong wind, so God, I was just hoping we could. I mean, we got a couple fish. There ain't nothing to complain about, but I was really wanting to find a decent one today. But it kind of seems like as soon as we pull up to a spot, that's pretty much it. We get what we get, and that is it. So we'll run down to that spot. I'm not going to get too far from the boat ramp, just in case this old wind picks up a lot sooner than I thought it will. Okay, quite a bit more current here. Like actually quite a bit more current. But we're gonna fish anyway. Like I said, I don't want to get too far from the boat ramp. This wind's supposed to be unexpected when it pops up. I don't like unexpected wind. Okay, he's pulling drag. At least he was pulling drag. A little bit bigger fish. Yeah, he's a little bit bigger fish. Just absolutely hammered it. Come on over here, buddy. Gets that head down in that current. I can't move him. But up there on that shallow side, he was probably about 20 foot of water. Yeah, they get that old head turned down to that current. It is hard to move them. I'm pretty sure it's a blue. God, I mean, he just does not want to move. You coming to me now? Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. This is too much like fun. I mean, I guess in a way I'm kind of thankful I don't hook any, bigger fish in this current because, man, I'd have to continue that video to another week. Yeah, come on over this way, buddy. Yeah, it just amazes me how I come to a faster current and we immediately hook up on a good fish. I say he's good. He's bigger than what we've had so far today. Okay, I think I about got him whooped till he gets up beside the boat here. He ain't bad. He'll be mid-20s, if not close to 30. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, come here, buddy. Come here, buddy. Just in this current, man, they feel so much bigger in this current. Oh yeah. Heck yeah. Yeah, this fish is mid-20s for sure, all day. Heck yeah, if not close to 30. Look at this dude. There we go. I mean, not the 40 or 50 or 60 I'm looking for, but he is every bit close to 30 pounds. If he's not 30, he sure feels 30 for sure. Heck yeah, buddy, I appreciate that. Look at the back on that dude, the gut. Alrighty, man, I appreciate that. Thank you for the fight. That was awesome. I love catching you fish in this fast current like this. Thank you, sir. There he goes. Heck yeah. Yeah, that fish was 30. I'll guarantee he was 30. Just, I kept the faster current. And then that's where we end up finding a decent fish. All right, well, let me get another piece of bait out there. Let's see if we can't replicate that. So the cuts I've been using today is just like that right there. So I'll come down the head and I'll flay a little bit, then I'll cut back, you know, about as big of a piece that I want. Just gives these shad just a little bit more scent out there. And I mean, we ain't, you know, obviously the bite's not fire, but so far so good. So, because I was using smaller pieces and just to try to get bites, but screw that. I want to catch fish like that. They weren't even big enough to move the weight. Was that the issue? That's terrible. He wasn't even big enough to move the weight. He was struggling to move that 8-ounce weight. Little buddy. No, stay over here. Ah. Why did you have to get in that line? Oh, did you get out of it? Okay. That's exactly what I thought it was. It's a, man, y'all need to, if I get him in here, he ain't hooked very well. That is the coolest. Another flathead, y'all. Interesting. But look at the colors on this dude. That's what he bit like too, was a flathead. Hang on, buddy. I'm trying to get you untangled here. See, he is perfect for the camera, but just look at the colors on him. Straighten up, buddy. Straighten up. That is the coolest looking little flathead. Look at that dude. Just, I mean, I've seen a lot of different colored ones, but that is awesome. I don't think I've seen one like that. Heck yeah, buddy. I appreciate that. Well, flatheads are looking good already this year. Thank you, man. Yes, sir. Just need you to be about another 80 pounds bigger, and we'll be having things. Man, that's what's that? That's 4 flatheads this week? That is something else. I'm wondering, since that's the case, I'm wondering if I could just actually just slip back a little bit further and set up again. I wonder if yeah, this whole spot turned out to be pretty dang good. Actually, we're gonna move back. We're gonna move back. I got one more spot down there. We're gonna move back and set up on it. Yeah, because we've been sitting here a minute, and that was, well, that's not the only bite we've had. Which I'm almost positive that was another flathead on this one, but he didn't take it, so. Okay, so I take that back. We're not gonna go there just yet. I found a nice little point that has kind of like a hard ledge to it that sets up, again, just like where we were just at. We're about 150 yards downriver from where we were just at. So we're sitting in 37 feet. I actually want to get us over. All right. Not a big one, but a fish out there on the bottom of the ledge. So I think the ones that are on the bottom of the ledge, I think those are the ones that are actually just kind of chilling, and the ones that we catch up here are the ones that are actually cruising. But I could have it backwards. But he wanted it though. Got to give him that. Not a big one, but he wanted it. Now, don't get in that line, buddy. Stay over here. Come here, buddy. See, yep, you wanted that for sure. You just tapped it and then come back and got it, didn't you? You old itty bitty thing. I appreciate it though. Thank you. Get another piece right there. Well, we gave this spot a shot. Let's go ahead and move on back to our last spot that I want to hit. Which ain't just right down there. So we'll hit that spot. Oh, I guess I was in some trees. Well, that's gonna do it for this one, y'all. What little bite we've had today is absolutely gone. I come to this spot. I fished another spot right before I come to this spot. Just some little dink bites was about it. But Regardless of all that, man, it's just good to come out here. You can see the wind's starting to pick up now. It ain't supposed to nothing but get worse. So I'm gonna get off the water before it gets too bad. I got caught in it last trip, right there at the end of the day. I don't want to do that again because it was rough. And it was tough putting it back on the trailer because the wind was blowing this is an aluminum boat, so it blows it around quite a bit. But yeah, it is what it is. I mean, we caught a flathead today, so that was kind of neat. That's the fourth one this week. So that's kind of cool to see them things starting to move around now. We ended up at the end of the day, we're at 50 degrees water temp, so that's good. So the water's definitely warming up. It's gonna come in a little bit sooner than I thought too, because like I said, I have caught some flatheads early in the year like this, but not this many. It's usually just one every couple weeks. I'd probably catch one until we started seeing high 50s, mid 60s water temp. But man, it was a good day though. We caught a fish about 30 pounds, so we're starting to figure out them big ones. But if you remember, let's see, I think it was like 2 videos back, I kind of fished this same pattern. That's when we caught us a decent fish, and then we caught us 2 flatheads. Then we were catching a pretty good handful of okay fish too. So there's plenty of this I can run, and I'm going to do that probably the next couple of videos. I'm probably going to just try to find more stuff that sets up just like this and see if we can't come across the right spot, because I've got plenty of spots that way and plenty of spots that way that kind of set up the same way. So I'm kind of excited about it. But we'll just, we'll see how the videos come, because, supposed to get my new boat any day now. Of course, that's going to be a series of videos that I'm going to absolutely love doing. But until then, we're going to keep fishing and see if we can't figure out these early, I guess technically it'd be early spring we're getting close to. So figure these early spring flatheads out. That would be awesome. I'd like to see how many I can catch this year, just by simply targeting them a little bit more often. It'll be a little bit less dragging baits and stuff like that, but a lot more spot locking and specific spots and structure and stuff. So that's kind of my plan. I'm still going to chase blues too, but I want to really focus on them flatheads this year. So hopefully we can make it all work out. We're off to a pretty good start. I mean, we ain't really caught anything to brag about. Well, I take that back. Every one of them I've caught is pretty well one to brag about, especially that little one we caught today. That was a cool looking little dude. But anyway, with all that being said, I appreciate you watching this one, and I'll catch you on the next one.